are up to video number 9 in our 9-part series talking about making our events an incredible experience for our guests and everyone involved with the WOW customer experience. And this is something Ron Ruth has been working on and training on for quite a number of years. And if you guys want more information, you can go to ronruth.com and that will get you the information. But this is a tough one now, Ron. We're going to be talking about the times when the couple have got an idea that's just going to flop. And our first response is that, we've done a lot of weddings and we probably have seen this thing happen and it's going to flop. And they think it's a great idea. And our first thing is to basically stand up and say, be that person. And that's never successful. So how do you handle that? Do you start when that couple has this idea that's just not going to fly?
Well, the first thing I would say is try as hard as you possibly can to avoid the word no, because no is a conversation ender. And, once somebody says no, there's no place else for them to go with their conversation, and the customer will feel slighted if you say no, especially if you say no without an explanation. There are probably a couple of ways to get around someone that suggests an idea. As an example of, let's say the bride and groom want to do we talked a few minutes ago about the couple with the granny panties, the idea. Even if let's assume the groom decided he wanted to do something with that. That's probably not going to be the best idea, especially it may offend grandparents who are sitting as part of the guests. Yeah. So you could offer other ideas based on, if you've got other information on this couple, offer other ideas. Maybe throughout the course of a conversation, you heard them talk about the college that they graduated from and how they were huge football or basketball fans of that school. So let's say it's football fans. They just love their college football team. You could say, hey, you know what? You're going to have a lot of your guests are going to be alumni of that college. You got half of your wedding party are fraternity brothers as far as for the groom is concerned. Right. So instead of doing the granny panty thing, here's an idea. Why don't we get a football from your alma mater with the school name on it, and when you take the garter off, you can go ahead and put the garter on the football, and you could toss the garter with the football. And here's an even better idea: is we'll have the two of you sign it as husband and wife. You'll autograph that ball. So not only is the lucky guy going to catch the garter, he's also going to get a memento of the occasion with this football, and it's autographed by the two of you and the date of your wedding and that sort of thing. That would be a way of just kind of changing the conversation and moving it on to something else. Again, you don't really want to say no, but if an idea is bad, sometimes you just have to say, here's what, as an example, if they wanted to do an open mic toast. Yep. Oh, that's going to take up a tremendous amount of time, and you don't necessarily know what everybody is going to say in that amount of time, and you can't control the time length that they're on a microphone. So, rather than saying no, you can say, that might put quite a delay in the wedding that evening, and I the last thing I want to see are guests getting antsy and maybe leaving early. So perhaps another idea would be if you just want them to be able to share some sage words of advice with you, rather than doing it as a toast, maybe have a video camera set up outside the room so they can actually do a personalized video for you, or you could do wishes cards on the table where they could share their favorite wishes for the two of you, or maybe sage words of advice for the two of you. There are alternatives to just about every idea anybody comes up with. But again, just trying to steer away from the word no. If they insist that they want to do this and you've offered every other option, then that's what you're going to be doing.
And I think a big part of this is especially when you're talking about them having the open mic, right. There's the why question of what.
Right.
Why are they wanting that? And is it for this? And then you could direct it this way. You could direct it this way. Even getting back to most of the really bad ideas, and I just, maybe it doesn't sound that nice, but most of the really bad ideas that we've had over the years when I'm talking to couples is because they want to do something fun, or they want to have the guest talking about this fun thing. And this is the only thing that they know. Getting back to the granny panties, the groom knew that everyone thought it was funny, or it was fun at that wedding, that when the groom came out with the, he wants to do something fun. He doesn't care. He just wants the guest to think this was fun. That knowing the why behind, I think, is so critical.
Well, as I said, with the relationship, if you have that relationship with them, the conversation is going to go so much easier than if you don't have a relationship with them. If you don't have a relationship with them, then they're probably not going to listen to a whole lot that you have to say, because they don't know that you care, that you actually value their event. This isn't just so much about how it's going to affect me as a DJ or any other part of the wedding team. It's about how this is going to impact your event. I don't want to put you in a situation where you could be embarrassed. That we just don't want that to happen.
And I think overall, as wedding entertainers, that line of we're not there, or we don't want them to be embarrassed at any point.
Right.
It should be one of those things that's written at the top of because that's a huge part of it. So
absolutely,
great way to wrap things up. Ron, thank you much for
You're welcome. Thank you.
Great information here. This is a 9-part series on making your event stand out with a wow customer experience with Ron Ruth. If you've just joined this video, hey, there's 8 above it. You can go to the playlist link down in the description below, click on that, and you'll be able to go and listen to the whole playlist with a lot of great ideas to help you make your events better with the wow customer experience. And of course, if you need some help with that and putting that together, Ron is available to help kind of guide you through and do some coaching. Go to ronruth.com and you can find ways to contact him there. Once again, Ron, thanks much for your time.
Thank you.